we got a really nice even grind here. Make sure everything's sitting nice. And after trying for a while, I finally got it directly in the bar. Perfect cup of coffee. Right here I have the Tuni E2 espresso machine, and this is gonna be Gen 3. Now, if you've seen the Gen 2, this is totally different. It has a ton of upgrades that we're gonna go over in this video. But let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed. I always love the way that Tuni displays everything. Actually, all you gotta do is put that on the floor. And they have this handle system on here that makes it so easy to take this out. That's pretty awesome. Get our Tuni box. Everything is packaged nicely. That looks amazing. Got a nice long cable here to reach an outlet very easily. Everything is properly secured. And actually, after already seeing the Tuni E2 Gen 2, this looks totally different. It looks like a huge upgrade. We got actual touch buttons now. The gauge looks beautiful. And we also have a nice spinning dial for the frothing, which I haven't seen that before. And I can already tell that the frother actually has an extension on here. The other one was probably about half the size, but this is going to be able to go down and froth it a lot easier. We have a bigger heating element on the top, so you can set a couple different glasses here to warm them up before you start. So that's really nice. Now I'm going to take off all the tape and stuff. I love the presentation as well we get here, guys. This is a magnetic box, and as you open this up, everything is displayed very nice. This would make an amazing gift. If you guys know any coffee lovers, Christmas, birthday, anniversary, Valentine's Day, this is amazing. The display is beautiful. We're gonna have a really nice tamp on here that comes in the kit. We're gonna have a scooper right here for the coffee grounds and beans. We're gonna get this really nice professional grade portafilter that's gonna be 58 millimeters. And then we're gonna actually get all of these different attachments. This is gonna be for the top, and this is made of metal. It's beautiful, and it even has magnets on the bottom, so it's going to stay in place. But that is professional grade. Usually we're seeing a plastic material. That's really nice that we're going to have that. We also get the 8 to 10 grams, so that's going to be your single shot. We have a 12 to 14 basket, and then we also have a 12 to 13 basket, and then we have our 17 to 18 basket. So you get a couple different options here. I think the 17 to 18 is usually their double, but we have 4 different options here. We also are gonna get this really beautiful milk frother. We're gonna have the Tuni logo on here. This is gonna be a stainless material, and it just is absolutely beautiful. We're actually gonna have measuring writing on the inside, so you know how much milk to actually pour to stay consistent. That's what it's all about. And then we get this owner's manual. It's gonna tell you everything about your machine. So if you have any questions whatsoever, it's all gonna be in here. They have great customer support, and it's even gonna tell you how to make certain types of coffee and styles. So a couple tips in here. Honestly, I recommend to just brief through this. Maybe when you're just sitting down on the couch, you got your favorite TV show on, just look through the manual because it's really gonna help you out. And before we go any further, I want to show you the difference between the E2 Gen 2 and the Gen 3. So this is the new one we just opened, and this is their model that was previous. Look at the differences here. This is humongous compared to that. A lot of the reason behind that is the internals are completely different. We're gonna have 2 different boiler systems, one to actually boil the water itself for your coffee and one for the frother. So that's gonna be 2 separate. It has overpressure valves and a ton more upgraded internals. Now, if we look at the bottom, the bases look similar, but we're also just gonna get a wider piece on the bottom. So if you wanna put your Tuni scale down here, you're gonna be able to do so. And you do get a little bit more height as well. So that's gonna help whenever you're trying to measure out your coffee. Also, these are gonna be like sensor buttons, and these are actually gonna be touch buttons that are very, very nice and satisfying to actually press. On the top, we're gonna have an extended heating system that's wider than the original that we have here. But one of the other big upgrades is the frother size. If you look at the length here, you can see the size difference. This is a lot longer, and to be honest, when I just feel around, it feels like this one's a lot smoother. It can actually move around a little bit better. Yeah, because this one hits the inside inside, so it kind of limits it. This gives you full 360-degree rotation. You can actually stick the cup inside and really get it perfectly and perfect your craft. But those are some of the main differences here, but let's turn this thing on and check this thing out. Now over here, I have the Tuni G2 coffee grinder, and we're gonna be using this to get the grind size just right so we can make a nice espresso shot. And one of the bonus features about this is you can actually make cold brews now with this. You couldn't do that with the last gen, but now you can actually put ice water in the back and make yourself a nice cold brew. All right, so now that I just filled this up with water, I'm gonna put the mug underneath here and I'm gonna press the power button and it's gonna preheat these. All these buttons are gonna start flashing, and then once it preheats in about 150 seconds, it's gonna go solid, and then we're just gonna run this just to clear out all the lines. And just a side note, if you wanna enter cold brew mode, you do not want to press this on to preheat this right now, because you're gonna have to wait for it to cool back down. Before you turn this on completely, you're gonna hold this button in, the power button, for 3 seconds. It's gonna change all the colors to blue, and then essentially you're gonna be in cold brew mode because it's gonna skip the preheating process. Therefore, you'll be able to make a beautiful cold brew. But we're gonna heat this up because I'm gonna be making a hot cup today and testing it out. Okay, now so this just preheated, everything stopped flashing, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna press the manual button one time because we're just gonna clear the lines. And we're gonna run this for about 20 seconds. After 20 seconds, we're just gonna press it again and it's gonna shut it off. Now we're gonna go ahead and move to the frothing. So I just moved that just so we could see a little bit better here, but we have the knob for hot and cold. This is gonna be off, so whenever you're ready to use, put your mug in here. We can turn this on. We're gonna wanna do this for 20 seconds. This is gonna purge the system and clean it all out. Right. Then we're just gonna go ahead and twist that and shut it off. And man, I can honestly say, guys, that that is so cool. And this is not a feature on the Gen 2. So this is new for the Gen 3, and I love this feature. It's so much easier to use. Now, if we hold this button in for 3 seconds, that's gonna turn blue, and that's gonna give us that super steam. And then now we're gonna press it one more time. That's gonna flash again in a sequence, and then whenever it goes solid, it's gonna let us know. Let's see if I can cover the light here so you can see. Now that went solid. So this is ready to use on the super steam. Let's test this thing out. Then the regular. That's pretty awesome, guys, and that's gonna enable you to get the perfect amount of froth for your coffee. Just use the Tuni Scale. We just dumped in our coffee beans here, cleared everything out. We're at 18 grams. Now we're gonna throw that in the Tuni G2. And before we do that, we wanna change this to espresso. I'm gonna probably try to do level 12 to get a nice fine grind. And we got a really nice even grind here. Now I'm using the 17 to 18 gram basket on here. You can pop these out and change them out. I really like the upgraded metal here. That's really nice, and I love how everything does have a logo on. So I would use that for this, and that fits perfectly, as you can see on the top of here. So I would just dump that upside down, shake it around. I'm gonna mix this up, get all the clumps and air pockets out of here, make sure everything's sitting nice. Now I usually use a preloaded tamp, but this is the tamp that comes with the kit. So it's nice to have, just takes a little bit of practice to get the pressure just right. So now we can just take that off of there, set that to the side, and then you just wanna use a good pressure between like 25 pounds and 30 pounds. So we'll see how that goes there. That is with the tamp that is provided in the kit. Looks great. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. In case you're wondering what it looks like under here, there is the view. All right, so with this setup, we are gonna put this in just like that. It's gonna pop in place. And then we're just gonna rotate it clockwise all the way. This is just another tip, but also it's nice to put the mug on the top here because this is what the warmer's for. Heats up the mug so that the mug or the glass is not gonna be cold, and that can change the taste and flavor of the coffee hitting a cold glass. So if you keep that warm, it'll keep everything consistent. the same time. So now that we have the portafilter installed in here correctly and our mug is heating up, we have all these different options over here, guys. And this is what we were just using. This is the frother and the steamer. We don't really need to mess around with that too much. We do get a couple different options here. This is going to be the auto. And if you press that once, it's actually just going to give you a double shot. So that's going to be good for the 17 to 18 grams. So we also have the manual mode if you're somebody that likes to pour the shot and use the scale or measure it exactly and you know what you want. But this machine may look a little bit intimidating, but since it has the auto feature, guys, it's actually easy for anybody to use. You could be a beginner and still learn how to use this. And with the beautiful manual that Tuni gives you, it shows you exactly what to do. So everything that I just did was shown to me in the directions before I use it. Shows you how do you do a cold brew, how to do a hot brew, exactly down to the buttons to press and everything. So you really can't mess it up. It even shows you how to steam and froth. Everything is located in this guide, and it makes it very, very easy to use from a beginner all the way to an expert. But now that our mug has been heating up, I'm gonna place it under here and I'm gonna do the auto shot and just press it once. And that's gonna do everything for me. So we can actually see that coming out, looks beautiful. And guys, as we take a look at the pressure gauge up here, you wanna be in the red. I'm a little bit low here, so I need to work on my tamping adjustments. But overall, that looks beautiful, and it's gonna stop whenever it's done automatically, so you don't have to shut it off. Again, if you wanted to do the manual mode, you will have to shut it off on your own, or else it's just gonna keep running. As long as you stay in this nice red zone, and that is usually the target mark, then your cup is gonna taste a lot better. And guys, this is another reason why people love to do this espresso at home and have machines like this, because it's fun, and you can learn, and you can perfect your craft, and then your friends can come over, and they can be like, hey, I wanna try your coffee, and then you can make them a delicious cup, and it just feels good, and it's really rewarding when you get it in the red zone. But it does take practice, so make sure you don't give up. But this machine is absolutely amazing, guys. Let's take a look at that. Oh yes, that looks absolutely amazing, and I'm gonna go ahead and try this. Wow, that is absolutely amazing, guys. All right, so we just got a new espresso right here. We are gonna press this one time to heat it up, and then once it stops flashing, that's when you know it's ready. I'm gonna put some milk in here. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna use quite yet, but we do have the measuring in here, so put it like 200 milliliters. See how that goes. I do wanna use this super here, actually, so let's hold that in. We're gonna go to the super plus. And then we're gonna press it, it's gonna flash, warm up, and then we're gonna go ahead and use that. All right, so we're ready to go. That is actually very frothy. You can see that, nice and hot. You can kind of spin it around a little bit like that just to get some of the air bubbles out. And let's go ahead and pour that in. Yeah, I can't do any of that design stuff, but there you have it. Perfect cup of coffee. I love this brand. They always have such the best products. It's for enthusiasts, and you can really feel the fun in making the coffee, the way that you can adjust the frothing all the way to the gauge and having that red bar to show you in a beginner level where to be at, and you can really just adjust and perfect your craft. Makes it very easy to use. It looks amazing too, by the way, having this out on your counter. It looks great. This is their ivory color. It matches all their other products too, so if you have a lot of their other products like I do, it starts to really flow, and it looks really cool when you have all their stuff. But this is definitely a reliable product, and I'm loving the upgraded E2 Gen 3. I definitely give this a 10 out of 10, and I think it's miles better than their Gen 2, and I'm really happy to be able to use this. Make sure you add this to your Amazon cart if you guys want to make some of the best coffee at your home. Thanks for watching. This is the Tuni E2 Gen 3. I'll see you guys in the next video.